gate is open. I would say game on. Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Trekking Tuesday. Let me explain what's going on. The original goal today was to load up everything and head out to a spot by the lake that I've been using to shoot my videos at, because the river's been shut down because of the flooding. On the way out there, I got a tip from a friend that said the gates are unlocked and open. I thought, what the heck? Let's go out there and take a little look-see and find out. And as you can see, they are open. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with the video for YouTube, but I know what we're going to do. First, we're going to go see if the teepee's still there. Weather conditions today: 88 degrees, clouds in the sky, and of course a chance for rain tonight. There is a couple things we will have to do when we get to the parking lot, and I'll show you when we get there. Here's a couple things we need to do. First, I need to re-secure my thermal rest, attach the camera to the pack, fill this guy up with water, then move the contents from this cooler into this cooler right here. And we got a visitor. Anyway, so that's not going to be a big deal to transfer them items around. I'll probably grab some bug spray too while we're at it. The river is still way up. In fact, there's a flood warning for Thursday because it's supposed to come up and crest again. So this will probably be underwater and closed. So I'm going to take advantage of everything today. I made my first mistake. Can anybody guess what that is? Quick tip. It involves water. We've made it to Jeremy's Wiki Up location. I used to sit right there. And honestly, I'm thinking with this debris dam, it would have survived the floods. I really do. It's a shame that somebody had to vandalize it. We've made it to my camp, and it hasn't fared so well. My sitting tree is gone. The stake right there is left that I used to hold up my shelter with. But it does look like nobody's been here in a while. Still quite a bit of debris built up out there. This area that took all that time to level is obviously no longer level. And something that amazes me beyond belief, that tree that the beavers chewed on last year is still freaking standing. Okay, we're going to head towards the teepee. What we're going to call Teepee Island is somewhere in that direction. Anyway, has anybody guessed my dumb mistake I made? We made it to Teepee Island. I want to point out a couple things. As you can see, the water has eroded that section because it used to extend out, and then there was a slight decline right there by the tree. That was kind of hard to explain. Anyway, we got a new creek forming right there that wasn't there before. But the coolest thing of all is the teepee lives. It is still standing. You can tell though that the water has been up here because of the way the soil is. A lot of the foliage that would normally grow is gone. Right, I got the packs hung up. Something I want to try to do, I don't know if this is even going to be possible. It might be. The flood has dropped us off an awesome item I'd like to drag up to the camp. I don't know if this is going to happen or not. But if you look, oh, the mosquitoes are out. Need to get out the darn bug spray. We got this huge freaking stump. I wonder if I can roll it up the hill. Let's, oh God. Well, that is going to be 100% negative. That's too far sunk into the ground, and I'm not strong enough to do it. But I see another one over here. Let's go take a look at it. It's not that far. For some reason, I'm not thinking this is going to happen either. I think it's freaking huge. Yeah, that's going to be a negative, but that would be a perfect freaking table. We got over here. All right, apparently we're going stump hunting. That's a possibility. Let's see. Yeah, we could haul that up there to sit on. Oh, look at a pretty butterfly. Okay, I think we're going to do that. Are you now ready for me to reveal my dum-dum moment? If you guessed, Bob was so excited, did not open up his cantina. He just left it inside the pouch, filled it full of freaking water, and the top wasn't screwed on, or there's no duct tape on it. Water leaked out all over the freaking place. Oh, no worries though. Next time I will check, but you gotta laugh. It was a mistake. It happens. We got the stump up, and I was noticing some of my poles that I did not use on the teepee are laying around. You know what I'm thinking? That's right, a bushcraft chair. These are all the poles I could find. There was a third one, or fourth one actually, and I'll be darned if I can find it. I might search out for it a little bit. Honestly, I see no need or reason to cut down any live trees for this project, especially since they survived a summer of flooding. I do not want to anger the spirits out here. These are the items I got to work with. This is all the cordage I'm willing to sacrifice. I've got some poly rope, maybe 3 foot, maybe 4 foot. Some 550, that's going to be a little over 6 foot. This we're not going to sacrifice. That's going to be our chair, and of course the machete. This would be easier if I had the saw, but I do not. We've got the poles somewhat cut to length. These are actually a little freaking short, but we're going to work with what Mother Nature has gifted us today. If you notice, this one's a lot longer. That's going to be our kick pole, our back pole. Now all I have to do is lash these together, which hopefully, I guess we'll use the 550 for that. Then this will be for the seat, the poly cord. Hopefully we'll hold together. We've got our ends lashed together with the 550, and of course we tied the all-important bob knot. And you notice the center one is the longest pole, so the next thing for us to do is pick this up and flip it. And we got quite a bit left on the tag end there. We might be able to use that. Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. We're gonna flip this, which will make that knot tauter, like so. And if the 550 doesn't break, this might be self-supporting. And the spider just fell in my freaking pocket. There he is. No. Oh well, he'll crawl out eventually. You know, let's spread this out. I think it's going to be low to the ground. I think that's going to work. Yeah, I think that's going to work perfectly. I like that. All right, next, I'm going to find a spot to set it up at. Probably over there somewhere. I'm kind of liking that. We're going to take out our blue tarp, and I'll show you what's going to happen next. I just noticed I grabbed one of the oldest freaking Wally World tarps I own. This thing's probably 7, 8 years old. All right, but we're going to make it work, hopefully. What I've done, this is our cross section here at the bottom, which will hold the seat up against the tripod. I've taken all the knots out of there, so it won't rip the tarp up any more than it is. Then we're just going to take this section here, that section, bundle it up, and tie it as high to the tripod as we can. It's up. I don't know if it's going to support me, because you notice that pole right there is way downhill, and I don't know. I'm afraid that the tripod might be too small. I gotta itch my back real quick. Hang on. Oh, that's a good TP. All right. Well, what the heck? Let's sit in it, see what happens. I'm going to sit on the high side first. Hopefully that'll sink it in a little bit. And it is. I don't know. Go on the low side. That's sinking quite a bit. All right, so what we need to do is recline this back a little bit further. And of course, look how much that's sunk in. Oh my. We better secure that a little bit tighter. Okay. This could be an epic failure. Let's find out. Oh, okay. Oh. Ah, oh. Huh. I can definitely feel that backsliding. We need to do something with that. But I'm officially sitting in the chair. There is a slight problem with the chair, not a big deal. If you notice where it's taut here, it kind of pushes up on your spine. So if I would have switched over and tied these ends up, that would have solved the problem, but I'm not too worried about it because the hammock is now set up. But I'll still use the chair for sitting, just not for a siesta. We went from this tree here to that tree there, cleared up. There's some more kindling. A bunch of stuff that was over my head. I didn't want it to fall on me. I think I got all the down twigs. Yeah, it looks, there's that one right there, see it? I'm not going to worry about it though. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Let's see. I had to go lower than normal because of the way the trees are. Let's just hop in here. Oh yeah, this is going to be a ground hugger. Oh my God. This is going to be a comfortable ground hugger. I think we'll face the other way though. The sun is kind of right in the eyeballs there. So let's turn around. Ah, oh my God. Getting out of a low hammock's not easy. I do not know how Ken does that. Let's put a little bit more torque on this guy. There's the problem. The trees are moving on me. All right, so that should do it. Now let's try it again, shall we? Maybe. Yeah, it might be not time for a new hammock. The stuff sack already freaking came off of it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, that is much better. That needs to be loosened a bit. And then this needs to be tightened a bit to get the right elevation I'm looking for. But this is going to work. I got a little too comfortable in the hammock. Almost fell asleep. Not a good thing. Reason being, as we have a pot pie thawing out in my cooler. We've been out here probably 4 hours now just messing around, and I just don't want it to go bad. So I think what we're going to do is set up here with the stove and dog bowl oven. We're going to need some kind of a windbreak because the wind is just coming off the river. I don't think we're going to have a problem finding materials for that. That right there is going to be perfect. As far as a video for YouTube, I don't think that's going to happen. One, like I said, the wind is really bad when it gusts. Two, listen real carefully. That's right, the cicada. Oh man, that microphone picks those things up like you wouldn't believe and amplifies the volume. All right, let's get the stove set up and the windbreak in place and go from there. Let's take a look on how I'm going to have the dog bowl oven set up. But first we need to turn that off. If you noticed, I've got charcoal in there. I'm hoping for a longer burn time and a controlled one at the same time. Okay, so here's the bottom of the dog bowl oven. We've got the pizza stone, which I want to use for thermal mass to keep the heat in there. Originally, I thought about using water, but it's just going to steam the pot pie, which is probably not going to be a good thing. Second, we need a way to keep the pot pie off the top of the thermal mass. So we're simply going to place on, get the lock in place there, the expanded metal on. And on the top of the oven, the extra added addition is going to be the gauge. Now once we get that to burn down a little bit and get that charcoal down, whoa lordy, this thing is something else. we should, look at that. It's shooting fire out of there like a freaking dragon. Yep, it's a dragon stove. Anyway, as soon as we get it down to where most of the charcoal is lit, we're going to put the oven on there and see what the temperature comes up as. I've read the instructions. This has to be heated to 400 degrees for 65 minutes, hour plus. So we got to keep this at a constant temperature of 400 degrees. Right now we're at 300. I've got a lot of charcoal, but I don't think we're going to have enough to keep this thing going continuously that long. Also, well, I've got plenty of wood chunks, so I'm going to have to cut those up. What I want to do now, before it hits the 400, because I'm going to lose a lot of heat when I do this, I'm going to pull the stove off the top. Well, actually, I'm going to put the pot pie in the stove, then pull it off the top, drop in a couple more pieces of charcoal, and then when it finally hits the 400 mark, I'm going to start my timer. I finally hit the 400 degree mark. Then I put the pot pie in, and we lost 200 degrees in the process. I decided to put, like a Dutch oven, to put some charcoal on top to get the top heated. I think there's going to be a little bit of a temperature differential between here and here. I don't think I have enough airspace between the side of the oven and the pot pie at the top. I did notice this bottom here was getting extremely freaking hot, so I didn't want it to melt down the cord. I put some river silt on there. You know what, let's just pull this off real quick. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it's definitely cooking. Yeah, I don't think I have enough airflow. The pizza stone looks good. You know what, let's just run this for an hour. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer here in a minute. And let's turn that back on, and we'll see what happens. We're a good 25 minutes in, and I did add some more wood chunks. And it's been keeping a pretty constant temperature of 200 degrees with or without the turbo on. This is a bad idea. Okay, that's not too bad. Take a look on the inside. Yeah, it definitely looks like something's happening in there. It's definitely thawing. And we just dropped our coals all over the place. Woo, son of a sea biscuit, that was warm. I don't think we're going to do that again. I do believe this is going to take a lot longer than an hour. I know the temperature has to at least come up to 165 degrees before it is safe to eat. And that's what we're going to want. In the meanwhile, it's starting to cloud up. So I took the hammock down. You know what? This is not going anywhere. Let's hike on down to the river and take a look at the sky and see what's going on. Well, you can see it looks like we do have somewhat of a front moving in. And they said it was going to rain tonight, but it doesn't look too concerning at the moment. But if it does, oh, whirlpool just opened up right there. Cool. I was noticing this over here. We can't get to it safely, but there's some kind of sign stuck in the debris. I really don't want to risk trying to get to it. Yeah, it's clouding up there, and the temperature is definitely starting to drop. Yeah, my ears haven't popped yet, so that's a good thing. Okay, back to camp we go. I want to make sure nothing happens, especially with the wind the way it is. I'm not liking that. Let's try this over here. Looks a lot safer. This is so dangerous to be walking in. See, look at that. That's how far down it goes. So step there, there. Probably should put you down as we're sinking in. Oh shit! Oh, and jump down from there. Yeah, that's an ankle breaker. For the first time, our temperature has come above 200. It was about 250 a minute ago. I checked the timer, and there's 15 minutes left on it. And it is seriously freaking clouding up now. Yeah, but we can't stop. We got to keep it going. I did dig a hole so we can put the coals in it and then douse it with water before we leave. Cord, that was good. Man, we've got to look. Can I even lift that without burning myself? Not. Oh wow. Yeah, that is definitely starting to brown. Okay. Let's let it run its course and see what happens. Well, this is a little unnerving, friends. I was able to get a little internet because it got dead calm around here, and I was trying to figure out what's going on with the weather. 3 hours ago, they issued a freaking tornado watch, one county north of this location. What the heck? Tornadoes in October? I don't get it. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh. You know, friends, I'm thinking that might be done. Let's turn it off for a minute. The internal temperature has to be, I think, 165 degrees. Let's find out together. Yeah, this is definitely done. We're looking at the 200 mark right there. Okay, hang on one second, I gotta clear some stuff out. So I've broken down the stove and oven, letting them cool off. The cool thing about the stainless, I just took this apart. You can touch this immediately, no problem at all. In fact, oops, stove's still a little hot. Now this pizza stone, let's get a temperature reading on it, if that'll work. And no, I thought it would. Oh, it's still hot as all get out, so we're gonna let that cool down before I pack it away. A little concerned about the weather. Well, I know this is officially done. Let's pop it open and see what we got. Oh my God. The question is it burnt at the bottom? Can't get the bottom up. Come on. No, it is not. We got a slight browning at the top. It's still a little doughy. But the temperature was 200 degrees, and it is supposed to be 160 before you can eat it, just to be on the safe side. Can you say Bob made a big mistake? That was way hot. All right, so what we're going to do now is we need to let that cool off, and I need to get to the river and see what's going on with the weather real quick. So let's run down there and see. We made it down to the river, and it looks all right. Honestly, it doesn't look much worse than it was earlier. The wind has picked up quite a bit, thank God. I was getting a little worried when it went dead calm on us. And we've got 3 hours of daylight left, so it must be at least 6 o'clock. You know what? Let's go eat our pot pie and go from there. I think we're going to be all right. The key word is I think. I hear a train. That was freaking awesome. I could have left it in there another 20 minutes to let the crust brown, but honestly, with the internal temperature being 200 degrees, it is and was safe to eat. I'm wondering if the pizza stone helped maintain the temperature or hurt it, so we're going to have to do some testing on that. The coals have been put in that little ditch. I poured water and other on top of them and then covered them up to make sure they were out. The stump I'm going to leave. I am currently getting that time to go feeling. It's a little unnerving for some reason. I haven't heard any birds in a while. In fact, let's just listen. No birds, no wildlife, no nothing. So we probably should get moving. It could, you know, the problem is it's kind of hard to explain. It might not be raining here, but upriver it could be pouring like a son of a sea biscuit. And noticing where the water is to where we are, it would not take long for this area to flood, and we'd get ourselves in a little bit of trouble. So yeah, I think we need to put the trash in there and start scooting out of here. Yeah, I was trying to catch that whirlpool that opened up, but it disappeared on me. Maybe another one will pop open. Oh well. I am feeling much better about life now. I've seen a couple red-tailed squirrels and some butterflies. Still, but honestly, friends, it doesn't look that bad. But, well, there's a kind of hard to see, but a dry line right there. We'll be driving through that. But where was I? Anyway, so all we got left to do is basically just hike around this riverbank and actually in a little bit, and then right around the corner where that tree is where the mountaineer is at. So we don't have that much further to go. I'm officially back at the mountaineer, and I did check the weather radio for any warnings, and there were none at all. And sky still doesn't look that bad, to be honest with you. I think that car has been there a while. I'm betting there's a homeless camp in progress, or maybe just some fishing going on. Let's go over and take a little look-see, shall we? While we're driving over there, Jessica went out, I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week, did some hiking and shot her very first video for YouTube. I showed her how to upload it on a big computer for editing, and she's been working on it ever since then. And well, I've helped her out a bit, but she's done most of everything. And I'm thinking she's going to have it ready by the weekend, and she'll have her channel up and going. I'll put up a link when that happens so you guys can check it out. It's going to be about 10 minutes long. I don't see anybody in that car. Yeah, there's somebody over there somewhere. We could go looking. All right. I want to call your attention to the boat ramp. And anybody knows right there where that little rail is, it goes all the way down there and back into the river. And as you can see, the water is still high as all heck. All right, let's back out of here safely. And this is going to turn out to be a very long Trekking Tuesday video. Make sure we don't hit the big pile of rocks behind us. And we don't need four-wheel drive. All right. Yep, there's a bunch of gear in the back of that car, and the plates are out of state. Yeah. Anyway, you can see that they sandbagged the bathroom so the toilet won't wash away again. And the road is still a little bit sketchy, but the mountaineer is not having any trouble at all getting in and out. Yeah, let's stay out of that. Except for I'm not sure how far down that goes. Take a look, shall we? See what I'm talking about? If it starts raining again and the water just comes up a couple of inches, this all would be flooded out. Not a good thing. Well, friends, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys for coming along with me on my journey today. And I shall see you on YouTube. Bonus footage! It is still a freaking lake out here. Oh wow, look at them clouds. See where it's hanging down right there? There's some serious wind current. Look at that. Man, that's wicked. Alright. What I'm doing now is I decided since I'm going to get in trouble, we might as well drive into the winter camp location, and this is all still pretty much flooded. In fact, we've got freaking wildlife here. Look at that. Oh, this might be not a good idea for us. Let's see what we got. I do not know how deep that puddle is. Let's take that pretty slow. Alright, we're good. Yeah, freaking lake. That is beautiful. I have got to get a picture of that. Oh, I was thinking it was last Thursday when Jessica took those pictures or the video clips. Alright, probably a good idea I get off of here. But I just wanted to show you that. Oh my God. That's pretty deep. Maybe this is not a good idea. I think we're going to end the bonus footage right now. End of bonus footage.